Good afternoon, dear patients. Today we will discuss a clinical case shown in the picture. This is a wart on the heel. The young woman has already had the wart removed several times using different methods. She came to our clinic specifically to have the wart removed with liquid nitrogen. Basically, there's nothing unusual about this. The only thing is that, of course, liquid nitrogen on a thick surface, that is, the skin of the heel, does not always penetrate deeply enough. Its inconvenience also lies in the fact that blisters can form if you freeze too deeply, and if you don't freeze enough, basically the wart just won't be completely removed. Therefore, during the examination, firstly and dermatoscopy, it was established that it is indeed a wart on the heel, and secondly, cauterization with liquid nitrogen was performed. Liquid nitrogen is essentially just like water, that is, a watery solution with a temperature of minus 195 to 198 degrees, and as a result, a burn is formed. At first, the wart turns white, freezes, and then essentially the same kind of burn forms as with, for example, a burn from fire or from heat, warmth, and so on. That is basically, you get the same redness, a blister, and if you cauterize too much, there will be necrosis. Basically, what we are aiming for is something like a first or second degree burn. So there's no need to be alarmed if you notice some redness, a blister, or tenderness. This is in fact the natural course of this kind of removal. At first, as shown in the picture, a kind of white frost appears, the wart turns white, and then it becomes red or returns to its previous color. However, in fact, tissue necrosis and rejection have already begun, and gradually, over the course of several days, just like with a regular burn, this process takes place. We are often approached by female and male patients seeking to have warts removed with liquid nitrogen. In principle, this is quite an effective procedure. However, if right away, in general, it does not result in complete removal, that is 100%. Then we use other methods for additional removal, namely the radio wave method, laser, and so on, which help. And the most important thing here is not to leave the wart behind, not to let it continue to grow after even an incomplete removal with liquid nitrogen, but to fully remove it using other methods that are widely used for wart removal.